What's up, guys? So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create your first Django project. So before we dive into what we are talking about for today, you need to first install Python on your system, because you need to first do pip install Django in your terminal. You need to first write pip install Django. So I'm not going to install Django because I already have Django in my system, because if I write pip list, it's going to show me all my installed apps from this package installer. And this package installer comes with Python, so you need to install Django before you start your first Django project. So it's going to load everything. So let me scroll up and look for Django. So let me scroll up in a quicker way. Okay, so you can see Django is installed, and the version I'm using is 3.0.8. I would prefer that you don't use 3.0.8 because 3.0.8, I think they deleted some necessary things. So like if you want to run with API and REST framework, you need to start installing it. So to just be on the safe side, you just write pip install Django, then 2.6, then you install Django 2.6. But what I'm going to teach you now in this video, does not matter which version of Django you are using. So now we're going to create our project inside my desktop. So it's preferable that you create a folder, not in your desktop, just create a folder where you can keep all your projects and what you have learned in a tutorial. So now we're going to cd inside desktop. So I'm on Windows, so I can cd into desktop. If you are on Mac, I think you can cd into desktop, but I think it's ls. I've forgotten. I think no, ls is the same as dro. I have to check what is inside the folder. So you can cd into desktop on Mac. So now I'm going to create my first Django project. So people normally create a folder, but I'm going to just create the project inside my desktop. So what I'm going to write is Django admin start. But before I do that, you see some sub commands, available sub commands in what you can use this Django admin for. So we're going to start our project here. Is over here. We're going to start our project. So we're going to write Django admin start project, the name of the project DevDiv, then it's going to be working right now. So it's already created a project. So if we do DRI, you see that we have DevDiv. You can see it's a folder dir is a folder. These are directory. These are files. So now I'm going to open this with VS Code. So I'm using VS Code as my code editor. You can use PyCharm as your ID. You can use Visual Studio, but I'm going to use Visual Studio Code because I really like some features in it. You can use Atom, you can use Sublime. So I'm going to open it with Visual Studio Code by just typing code then dot. So let me clear this terminal. But we're still going to be using the terminal. We're not going to start using the terminal inside here. So you can see we're inside the desktop. So let me go to my DevDiv. So inside DevDiv we have the manage.py and we have the folder containing some Python files. So we have init.py. So this init.py is telling you that this is a Django file. I mean this is a Python file. I mean this is a Python model. So this settings.py is a very important file, because this is where all your settings and everything is about your Django app. Then your URLs is where the clients, when someone visits your website, which routes they can go to. So by default, Django have already added the admin side to the listing. So I don't prefer if you open it in your desktop. So it's better you open it inside DevDiv. So we're going to close this now, and we're going to go back to our terminal. So we're going to cd into DevDiv, then code dots to open it in Visual Studio Code. So this code dot, I added it to my pad, because normally sometimes Visual Studio Code is to add it to this. So we're going to exit this thing and close it. So we're going to close this terminal. I'm going to open this. I'm going to close this terminal. I'm going to open this. So to have our welcome thing. So this is how it look like. So you can see I've already explained all these things. So this is telling us that this is a Python model. This is not a directory, this is a model. So that is it. So now let us start our first Django server. So we're going to type python manage.py. So we're going to always be running like if you want to migrate and do all that things, we're going to always write it to the manage.py. So we're going to run our server, or we're going to run our server. So our server is going to run, and a page is going to show up, which is automatically added by Django, telling us that our server is working well. So you can see, keep this message at the back of your mind, but we're going to visit this message later in the course. So if you go to our browser, before we go to our browser we need to first check the port and it's running on my local host port 800. So we're going to copy this, then we're going to load it in our browser. So it's going to show us the default page when you start your Django distance. So it's telling us that everything is working. So because debug equals to true, just forget about it, debug equals to true. So this is how to start your Django project. So thank you for coming to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share it to any person that you think will find this useful. Bye bye.